Figured I'd throw my 2 cents in, do a really quick video here. I'm originally from Connecticut and born and raised. Graduated from Shelton High and spent some time in Newtown. Had a girlfriend in Bethel. Used to frequent Danbury. My band used to play Tuxedo Junction, so I know the region pretty well. It was a horrible thing that happened in Sandy Hook. But this is a perfect example of liberals using a tragedy to fuel emotional rhetoric to pass legislation through very quickly. They try to wrap up fence sitters, people who really don't know much about the issue, but they'll get wrapped up in the emotion. That's part of the reason why they drum that emotion up. And they get swept up. Other people who are just apathetic or don't really pay attention, these laws get written and before they know it. And it all seems to be all done for the common good of everyone. And there's been a lot of people killed and a lot of governments falling under good intentions. You got to hold fast. Our forefathers gave us... They're the example of having historical foresight based on historical studying, looking at what happened in the past to make accurate predictions of the future. Something that's few and far between in our leadership today. And so there's a reason why the Constitution works. And the reason why it should be very difficult to amend. And a reason why the language is so plain with our Second Amendment right. It's straight to the point. There's no that's why they have such a hard time trying to justify a lot of these laws, because the wording in our Second Amendment is precise. And I believe it was done on purpose, because like I said, our forefathers were geniuses. So here we are, a multitude of Connecticut citizens now felons. And I believe that they also ran with this very hard because it's a blue state. So they're thinking, first they try to do regions. They'll deal with regions of around cities or in a city and completely create unconstitutional laws. And then they slowly start to span out their influence till they're now going into state legislations. And then as those states turn blue, then these rights slowly get taken away. And I'll tell you, the rights disappear very quickly. They disappear so quickly that half the time people don't even notice they're gone. But boy, is it hard to get them back. The amount of blood spilled just to have these documents that we have, these Bill of Rights, this Declaration of Independence, the amount of blood that's spilt from the Revolution all the way to this point. That's why these amendments are sacred, and that's why these documents are sacred to our ability to continue to be a free country. But they start with the states, and it'll slowly branch out from the states and move out. And they're hoping that this is because it's a liberal-oriented state, very heavily blue. They're hoping that everything's going to be resolved without too much confrontation, or they're going to be able to test the waters and see if they really can go and confiscate these guns. So why not try it in an area where the likelihood of an altercation might be limited based on the people that live in the region. And I hope, just like myself living in a blue state, I know a lot of people in this state that are definitely pro-Second Amendment and definitely would fight if push comes to shove. When things come up, share it with everyone. on your channels. If the things come up where we can lend money to the fight or show some kind of way of supporting, who knows, maybe there'll be a rally I might actually go to. But all of you have a part, and I'm really psyched to see so many videos being put out. It just, every little bit helps, and Connecticut, hold fast. Do not budge. Not one more inch. That is it. This is where the line and the sand must be drawn. These people just keep making rules and pushing forth legislation, and enough is enough. Do your best, let God do the rest. Take care, guys.